Hey there guys, and welcome back to Banished. It's year 25, we're finally making progress on these pastures. Like this one has now got all its materials, it's just being built. This one just needs the stone and wood cleared out of the way and then can have the wood put in it to actually build it. I can finally get this last block of road in. No I can't. Why not? Why can a dirt road not be built at that location? I understand that location, but this location has confused me. Maybe it will be okay when the pasture's done. Is it? I've just realised what this different colour might mean. Is this a lake, but there's no water in it? It's too shallow to have any water in it. And is that too close to the edge of it to put the road? That makes me want to not have built this bit of road, I'm going to be honest. I was going to put a barn down here. Guess I'm not anymore. Oh well. The house refurbishment has been completed. The two people who used to live there and moved into the boarding house did not move back in, but they have left the boarding house, so I guess they're okay. We've got another labourer. Right, I'd like to start on refurbishing another house, but there's too many people are too old involved. This one would be the best one for it, I think. I'll shift 5 people out of it, and probably only the young ones move back in to start having children. The 50-year-olds aren't going to be having kids anymore, so they don't need their own house. They can stick in the boarding house for a bit. All 5 won't move back in together. I can tell you that much now. Hopefully while that's happening the pastures should still make progress. We have 8 builders and there's only 6 build jobs, so we have more than enough people for everything. I'd like to also get these 2 houses done, but we'll see. We'll see how this refurbishment goes. It would be good to finally get all the wooden ones upgraded to stone, especially at this period where we do have an increasing population. It's not ageing, so we don't desperately need more space. I can afford to upgrade the original houses. I've got 3 spare. I've got plenty of spare labourers for when we get stuff built for them to work in. I'm thinking potentially the mine. Oh, a load of people just died of old age, actually. Scratch that, come out the mine. We had a hunter and a miner die of old age. So I used to have 3 spare labourers, and down to 1, and I always like to have 1 spare labourer, just to get work done. It's been emptied, and it's being demolished. So that's a work in progress. This pasture is finished. That's good. We'll make a chicken pasture. You only need the 1 person. You empty, and then become a cattle pasture. I don't want to split you yet because there's only 5. But you've become a chicken pasture with 20 of 40 capacity. This will be a sheep pasture, and then this one, when I finish it, will be a chicken pasture. While I'm at it, I want to look into building the... Why can't I start a tunnel in the middle of a pasture? Good, I can get through there, that's nice. So we'll do that. We've got some more labourers. I can't become a builder. Sure, that's cool. Just because I do want to get through this tunnel and start work on this pasture as well at some point. I mean, they are getting to it anyway. I think they can walk around the coast just, but it'd be nice to have a direct way through the hill. Yes. So we have a spare pasture at the moment for cattle. So I would like to split. But I can't split easily. Splitting is a nightmare. I'll put it out there now. Splitting is almost impossible. Oh, we've got nomads. That's 15 of them as well. I've not got a great deal of accommodation at the moment. We can take you. Like, we've got plenty of food. We're increasing food quite rapidly at the moment. Let's just increase my mining and stone cutting capacities. Meanwhile, we'll activate these 2 houses so we can move you in somewhere. We've finally hit our firewood capacity. so we might actually last this winter. So that's nice. You know what? We don't need to stop there. We can carry on. A farmer has died of old age, and we've replaced one as a farm. I've played Banished a lot on my own before I started recording it, and normally my go-to is farms for food. I will have farms and a fishing dock from the first year, and I will keep building more and more farms. This is the least farms I've ever had, and I started these farms quite late on as well. It was already like year 10 before I had them. I'd like to get at least one farm of every crop at some point, one field of every crop built. But I've realised they are useless compared to just... I think I started with sheep as one of my predominant food sources to begin with. Sheep and fish. It's such a better source. In terms of students, we've got 17 in the capacity of 40 now, so you have 30 kids all of a sudden. I think some of those nomads that came in must have been kids. The risk you have to consider when bringing in nomads as well, although I seem to have natural disasters off, is that they bring in a disease. But I do seem to have turned natural disasters off, so I don't think it's as much of an issue. We've built up 2 new houses. This is all going to become an estate at some point. It's just going to be houses everywhere. Although I do have to decide how I want to actually lay out the houses in the rest of it. Meanwhile, this pasture's almost ready to be built. The tunnel, how's that going? How are you doing, tunnel? I'm going to need to put a bit of road there. How are you doing, tunnel? You've got 24 of your 68 stone. Yeah, stone is starting to struggle again. I've just used quite a bit of it, to be fair. I've just built 3 stone houses, in fact. How are these houses doing? This will be the next one to upgrade. Although I think the boarding house is still probably pretty preoccupied. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so like my initial temptation would be to do a road down like that, but I do have a road here. If I built them like that... Oh, but the back of the barn is in the way. Okay, I think I will bring them down like this then. 2, 3, 4, 5, back to back, because I can't have one there, regardless of which orientation it is. Oh, actually, I can have it on... No, I can't have it on that orientation. So that gives me a little square in effect. Maybe I'll put a bit of a stockpile there to curve the road around to bring it out this side. Let's not have all of these being built at once. Maybe just 2 at a time. But I would like to build the road down and down here and across. And that's going to be an awkward space as well, because that's not enough space for a house. Don't know what I'm going to put in there. Maybe more stockpile. But this can be housing. There's going to be a massive estate of houses in effect that I end up building there. I don't know why people still walk around the bottom of the mountain. There's a path, but they still insist on using the bottom. Merchant, you want to sell me pecan seeds? I might not have pecans yet. Give me a sec. Trade items. I do not have pecans. I would quite like pecans, just for the sake of having pecans. I have tools, so I'm inclined to... They're not worth a great deal. Coats is still an issue though. I really don't want to trade coats, so I might just dismiss you and let you come back another time. Oh, I had someone killed by a cave-in. That's not ideal. Yeah, I don't want to trade coats because I still only have the 2. I've been struggling to clothe people for a couple of years. So these houses have been built. It's nice how quickly the houses are built. Almost got all the logs for this pasture, and almost got all the stone for this tunnel. Stuff's being done. I like it. I now actually have a population that's getting stuff done. It's an improvement. One house is complete, so we turn on the next one. I also need to assign stockpiling space. So that's a stockpile. It's a small one, but it's a stockpile all the same. And that's a stockpile. because what else could I put in that gap? I might make that a well if I can fit it in. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit it in. Don't think the well will fit. No. A well needs a 3x3 space awkwardly. Oh well. Get it? Well. I'm so hilarious, clearly. 2 logs to go on the pasture. Still 15 stone on the tunnel. And we're getting there on the houses. So we should be... Seriously, a 42-year-old moved in on their own. You were not the priority moving out of the... Oh, the boarding house is empty now. Okay, then maybe you were the priority moving out of the boarding house. A lot of people just got killed by cave-ins, to be fair. So... It's not the worst. I think we can stop with the rapid construction of houses that I was going through for a brief period there. I did get an awful lot of houses built in a year, though. And this pasture is under construction. Had a forester and a hunter die of old age. I'm not thrilled. Stop dying of old age, people. Have I got an ageing population again? Let's look at my population graph. It's nice to see the firewood is doing okay for once. That was where the nomads came in. That was the nomad influx. The population isn't age. Like, we've still got steady students and children. Pretty much. So it's not really ageing. I think it's ageing if you've got less children. If you're decreasing children and students, then it's ageing. But we're steady, so I think we're okay. We're getting there on the jobs down here. What else is being built? Is this the tunnel, the pasture, this stone house, which is waiting for stone? Yeah, we completely ran down our stone stockpile. Oh, this one's still being done as well. Yeah. So we've got 2 houses in progress. And the amount we've just built completely emptied out our stockpile of stone. So it's a good thing I built that second schoolhouse. We're now up to 20 students, so that would be completely filled schoolhouse if I only had one. It's probably a good thing I built a second. I've just filled in some awkward gaps with stockpiles here. It's a lot of space, just small gaps that nothing else would fit. Just have a stockpile in them now. It's not the worst. It's pretty central, so it's a good place for a stockpile. Equally, this is not the best view from this house. On one side you've got a house, on another side you've got a house, and on the other 2 sides you've got stockpiles. But oh well. A bigger concern is we're getting quite full on storage space, like barn space wise. Probably do need to look at getting another barn down here. So I'm thinking there is probably a good place for it. And we'll just bring a path up either side of it, like so. Come on, people, build the pasture. It allows, yeah, we're up to 41 chickens, so chickens breed so quickly. I could do with the second chicken pasture. But yeah, this storage barn will allow the people who work in these pastures and this pasture when it's built to not have to walk so far to drop stuff off. They only have to go here. How are the houses coming along? Slowly while we wait for stone. Yeah, 2 houses and a tunnel all need stone. I can see why I'm having an issue. But we could work on the pasture, people. I'll take some miners out and make them stone cutters because the miners aren't as important. I've run straight into late spring by accident without realising it. So I'll stop here. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.